Kathleen Hart. You may know me from my blog, Little Piece of Hart, where I recreate everyday recipes to fit my low-carb lifestyle. One of my favorite recipes is a Caesar salad dressing recipe that I came up with when I first started low carb. Chicken Caesar salad is a great way to take a simple thing like a salad and turn it into a dinner, and it's low carb. To start off with my dressing, the base is mayonnaise. So we're gonna take 1 cup of mayonnaise. Don't be alarmed, this makes a lot of dressing. All right, we're gonna take that and put it right into our food processor. All right, got half a cup. A little messy. And then the next half a cup. Should get all that in there. Okay, then we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. I like to use really finely grated Parmesan cheese only because it mixes really well in with the mayonnaise. Another ingredient to this Caesar salad dressing is 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Using the same spoon, I'm also going to use what I call my little secret ingredient when it comes to this recipe. Most Caesar salad dressings will come with anchovy paste. If you're not too fond of that ingredient, which I know a lot of people aren't, a great low-carb alternative is actually fish sauce. You get the same fishy taste, but without using actual anchovies. So we're going to add that in as well. Done with that spoon, done with this. Okay. Clear everything out of the way, and then we're going to add in another really important ingredient, lemon. Now for this serving size, we need 2 tablespoons. I find that in 1 lemon, you can get about a tablespoon per each half. So we're going to put the whole thing in, juice it right inside. Oh, I love fresh lemon juice. Next one. On to my most favorite ingredient, garlic. I put garlic in almost everything, and this recipe has garlic. I'm using 2 cloves today. They're about small, they're not huge cloves, they're actually pretty on the small end, so I'm just using 2. Normally if I got a big one, I would just use 1. I'm gonna smash them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take off the outer skin, and we're gonna put it right in. The food processor is gonna do all the work for us. You don't even have to chop it. Now, on for a little bit of seasoning. Salt, the Parmesan is very salty, so I'm not gonna add salt just yet. I might add a little bit after I pulse everything, but pepper, definitely gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of that right in. Okay, so now we are going to pulse this up for a couple seconds, just to get it moving, and then I'm gonna turn it on and let it go. I'm just waiting to see everything come up around the sides, and that looks good. Probably about 10 seconds. Oh, perfect. Now what I'm actually gonna do is scrape the sides to get everything down, because sometimes the Parmesan flies up. So we're gonna scrape down the sides, get the Parmesan mixed in there, and then we're gonna pulse it one more time. Okay, so now I'm actually going to taste it. The texture is perfect. It's exactly what I was going for. A thick, creamy Caesar dressing. Perfect. The Parmesan cheese melts perfectly in with the mayonnaise, and it creates this silky texture. And then you get the hint of the lemon, and then the contrasting hint of the fish sauce. Kind of makes you go, I wonder what that is, but it's perfect. It tastes just like the Caesar dressing that I was looking for. So we're gonna take this dressing and we're gonna make it into one of my favorite salads with romaine lettuce and not croutons. We're actually gonna make Parmesan Crisps. This isn't anything new. They sell them at the store now, but they're kind of pricey. For about 15 crisps, about this big, it's about $5, which to me is overcharging when I can make them at home with the Parmesan cheese that I already have in my fridge. So up next, I'm going to teach you how to make those, and then we'll assemble the whole salad. So I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees and we're ready to make my Parmesan crisps. These are so simple, you're gonna wonder why you've ever bought them. And if you've never bought them, you need to make them because they're really, really good. You're gonna take finely grated Parmesan cheese, the same that I used for the Caesar salad dressing. You're gonna take a tablespoon measure, and just take 1 rounded tablespoon, and you're gonna put it on your cookie sheet in a little pile. Now you like to keep it kind of clean because the outsides will burn because it's not gonna cook as fast. So what you're gonna do is take your spoon and just make a little well in the middle and kind of pat it down so that it's all level, just like that. And that's your Parmesan crisps. If you want a smaller one, just use a smaller scoop. And then make sure they're all uniform so that they cook at the same time. And are done at the same time, more importantly. So, I'm gonna fill up the rest of my cookie sheet, pop these in the oven. I'm gonna keep a really close eye on them. And you should too, because your oven temperatures might vary. Mine's gonna be at 350, probably take about 8 to 10 minutes, but I am gonna watch them because it's cheese. It could burn really quickly. So don't take your eyes off these. Here we go. These came out perfect. As you can see, the Parmesan cheese crisps up so nicely and gets all golden brown and becomes like a little crisp. It can stand up on its own. These are gonna be the perfect topping, crouton alternative, no carb item that we can top our salad with, and I swear you will not even miss the croutons. So let's assemble our salad. I have 3 gorgeous heads of romaine lettuce. Now, I learned a trick when I worked at a restaurant when I was younger to cutting romaine so that you get small enough pieces and not all these long strands if you just go ahead and start chopping it. So what you do is, each rib, you're gonna put your knife right through it and go right to the end. And you're gonna twist it and go through each rib. Then, when you go to chop at the end, you're actually going to have smaller bite-sized pieces because you've already cut into it. So it really saves you a little bit of time. You don't have to go ahead and chop it, overly chop it. So then we're going to add this right into our salad bowl. And we're gonna do the next one. Sometimes you get a couple flyaways. That's okay. Take them, tear them, throw them in. Try to keep it together. And any pieces that, fall off, because this is leaves anyway, and if they fall off, just take them and just chop them into smaller pieces. But the majority you can really get just from the one head. Okay, bigger piece, we're just gonna take it and tear it as we go. Let's call that rustic. And actually, I think that's enough lettuce, just for 4 people. So this is gonna be the perfect amount for a side salad. So we're not gonna use this one right now. And then we're gonna add our Parmesan crisps next. Okay, so we're gonna start with our salad. So we already have the romaine that we chopped earlier. We're gonna move our crisps over here. They've already cooled down a little bit, so I know that they're gonna be okay to put on top of a cold salad. Now for the dressing. We are going to add the dressing around the outside of the bowl, because then it won't get too clumpy in the middle and all get stuck. So I'm gonna add a little bit to start with, just right around the edge. Get a little bit more. And it's really easy to overdress a Caesar salad. Sometimes you wanna just add a little bit of dressing at a time and mix it in, because if there's too much dressing, there's not much you can do except chop some more lettuce, which I have, in case that happens. I'm gonna go around like this. This can get a little messy. I've been known to get messy, so if some flies out, it's normal. Okay. We got a good amount mixed in there. So now, how we're gonna serve this is take our Parmesan crisps and we're gonna lay them right on top. And then each time you do a serving, make sure you get a Parmesan crisp and top each salad with one. And if they break apart, that's fine. Just like any other croutons. If they're smaller pieces, that's fine. Some salads have chunky croutons, some of them have really tiny ones. Same thing for this. You could even crumble them up if you wanted. There we go. Here we have it, everybody. This is my homemade Caesar salad dressing, low carb of course, and low carb Parmesan Crisps to top it off instead of croutons. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you want the exact measurements for anything I made today, please go to my blog, Little Piece of Heart, and I'll see you guys next time.